Gang violence is a social issue that has been around for longer than we can imagine. Gangs were initially created to form a kind of clique or group in which everyone plays a role. Gangs usually have traditions in which they make new members do things such as assault, robbery, rape, or even murder. With this being said, we chose the movie Blood In, Blood Out, directed by Tyler Hackford. This movie is based on true life experiences of poet Jimmy Saint Baca. The film focuses on half brothers Paco and Cruz and their biracial cousin Miklo. It opens in 1972 as the three members of an East LA gang known as the Vatos Locos. The story focuses on how violence and the influence of narcotics influence their lives. Miklo is incarcerated and sent to St. Quentin, where he makes a so-called home for himself. Cruz becomes an exceptional artist, but heroin addiction overcomes him with tragic results. Paco becomes a cop and enemy to his carnal. This movie does a great job representing our social issue being gang violence. Therefore, we chose Blood In, Blood Out. The film has a fair amount of ethos due to two main reasons. The director of this movie has won Oscar and had produced over half a dozen successful movies before this one. The producer also decides to write this movie based on the real life experience of poet Jimmy Baca. The movie doesn't really rely on logos. However, the film does have a strong inclination towards pathos. The film shows just how gang violence can risk your future, just how it affected Cruz. The film is also clear to show that gangs will only lead to big trouble, such as what Miklo experienced in jail. One of the last examples that I would like to touch on would be the moment where Cruz and Paco get together after his accident, and he sees him in his uniform. This extremely affects Paco in the way that he's never going to look at his carnal the same way. In conclusion, the film Blood In and Blood Out does a great job using a combination of pathos, logos, and ethos. The movie was able to effectively show logos by showing the way these gangsters dressed and how they represent themselves. It also effectively used a bunch of pathos
We shall see light and know the splendor of God, for you live forever.
by showing a few emotional scenes. These scenes are able to pull our heartstrings and make a point. Last but not least, this film has a fair share of ethos if you take the time to look into the background of this movie. The producer to this film also happens to have a great reputation. This movie was a great film for our social issue, and we believe that it's one of the best movies for it.